Many of you have been asking whether it is possible to identify a twin flame with whom you have only communicated virtually through this virtual twin flame connection. This could be you communicating with your twin flame through any form of social media, any online platform, phone conversations, or even just text message conversations. And my answer to this question is a resounding yes, and here's why. In today's world, it is possible for us to deeply energetically connect with others through these mediums, through these online platforms, because of how much of an extension of ourselves these things have become. When we send a text message to someone, we are truly infusing our energy into that message. The same is true whenever we post anything on social media, and especially if we are on the phone or video chatting with someone. So whatever way you are virtually connecting with your twin flame, you'll be able to apply these twin flame signs for online or virtual connections in order to determine whether or not this person is your twin flame. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. The first sign of a twin flame connection taking place in the virtual online world is that if you met online, so if you didn't meet in person first and you actually first connected in the physical world through this online platform, the circumstances of your online meeting were very synchronistic, very coincidental. But as I always say, there are no coincidences in this universe. Maybe you met through Facebook and one of you added the other accidentally, or you both had some mutual friend and got into some, again, seemingly accidental conversation under one of that mutual friend's posts and then ended up connecting that way. Or maybe they followed you on Instagram and you get followed by a lot of people, but with this person, there was just some kind of pull there, some kind of draw that you had to them. Know that none of these so-called coincidences were actually coincidental, because in the modern world, many New Age twin flames have actually planned their meeting to be through these online platforms. And I'm saying this because I feel there is someone out there listening who is doubting their connection or experiences doubts from time to time because the way you met your twin flame seems unconventional or doesn't fall into these boxes that perhaps some other twin flame teacher or source has created. Maybe someone told you that seemed wise or seemed very knowledgeable, that a twin flame meeting always needed to happen in the physical world. It couldn't take place online. It couldn't happen virtually. Know that your experiences are valid, and most of all, your intuition is valid. Just as I said, some twin flames in our modern world of electronic virtual connectivity have actually planned their meetings to be through these virtual platforms. So don't doubt yourself or the validity of your twin flame connection simply because it seems to break with the norm. Another sign of a twin flame virtual connection is, again, this pull to their online virtual presence, whatever this is in your situation. And this is a dramatic, very magnetic pull. If you met this person in person first, you probably found yourself almost obsessing over finding their social media profiles or connecting with them through an online presence. This is especially true for those of you who met your twin flame but didn't exchange contact information. Or maybe you saw them and something about them just rang every bell imaginable. Every cell in your being felt as though it was a miniature magnet being pulled to this person. You were fascinated by them. You were enthralled by them, even if you knew very little or nothing about them, because on a soul level, you felt as though you did know everything about them. And it's as if we get into this obsessive space because our ego has this desperation to confirm the information that our soul already knows to be true. Because when we glimpse this person or when we speak to them the first time, whether it's through social media or in person, we are struck with this very deep level soul awareness that we have known this person not only through this lifetime, but through every lifetime we've ever lived. We have an awareness that we know who they are and that they know who we are, and that this knowingness runs deeper than within any other connection we've ever experienced in all of our soul's eternity. And because of this, it's very natural to become quickly obsessive. And in today's world, because we are so accessible to one another through this online world, this obsession will manifest itself through wanting to search their name, find them if you haven't yet connected with them through social media, or if they did follow you or you followed them, you will find yourself feeling the most irresistible urge you have ever felt just to continuously be checking their profiles, checking in on them. Know that if you are experiencing this, there is nothing flawed with you. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not going crazy. This may look and be labeled as obsessive by other people, but the truth of what is going on is that you have so deeply energetically bonded with this person, not recently, but at the very origin of your soul, prior to your very first incarnation. And because of the depth of this connection, because of the way in which, even if they've only glimpsed you once or never seen you at all, you are aware that this person sees you authentically in your authenticity in a way that no one else possibly could. You are aware of this, and because of that, you are naturally magnetized into their orbit. You naturally will want to be around them. And if you can't be physically around them, you will want to be energetically around them, which could manifest itself by constantly wanting to be around, so to speak, their social media profiles, wanting to constantly call them, text them, check in on them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you are connecting through online. Sign number 3 of a twin flame connection that is predominantly taking place in the virtual world is that you will see what we call repeating numbers or angel numbers frequently, either around their social media profile as you're looking at it, on the clock while you happen to be virtually connecting with them, or they may even text you or call you at very synchronistic times. I am going to be creating and releasing another video today specifically on some of the most common twin flame angel numbers that many of you have reported seeing. So you can check for that video if you'd like to hear a bit more about possible meanings of these specific number sequences. But a brief overview of these repeating numbers is that when we are in alignment, specifically within this twin flame connection, when we are experiencing alignment, or we are experiencing some kind of dramatic shift within our connection, or there is something that needs to be shifted or needs to be balanced, we will receive these signs authenticating our twin flame to us through these so-called repeating numbers or angel numbers. Often these numbers actually occur around us for many, many months or years before we actually begin to notice them. As I often say, the signs are all around us, and they've always been all around us. In any given moment, especially within the twin flame connection, there are dozens, if not hundreds of signs taking place simultaneously. It's just that we are so closed off to the majority of these signs. We only catch a glimpse of them. But even within those glimpses that you do notice through perhaps these repeating numbers, these angel numbers, you are being divinely guided through these numbers into the remembering of the truth of your connection. These numbers are meant to speak to you in positive, uplifting, and reaffirming ways. Again, I will get more in depth on this specific sign in my secondary video. But notice if you see numbers like 1111, 222, 1122, 1144, 711, 717, any form of a sequence of numbers that appears so frequently, it has taken on a significance to you, is important to notice and can be a sign of a true twin flame connection, even if these numbers are just occurring over these virtual online mediums. The fourth sign of a twin flame connection in which you are communicating predominantly online is that even when your words are typed or texted, you have this feeling that your conversation is running so much deeper than your literal words. You feel as though within every word, within every line, you are able to read between the lines. Your twin flame may tell you a part of a story through text or over the phone, and you may feel as though somehow you actually know the entire story. When they say that one line, it's as if you yourself are remembering that very memory. In fact, as they tell the story, even if it's over text, you may find yourself capable of envisioning in vivid detail exactly what they are saying. Don't mistake this for your imagination, because if you find that you are more able to more vividly imagine this scenario they're telling you about than you normally would when someone is telling you a story, this is actually a sign that this person is your twin flame. And because of the energetic bond between you and the identical nature of your souls having merged energetically throughout your entire life, even prior to meeting, it truly is as though on a soul level you have actually lived and experienced their memories. Which really brings me into the next sign of a twin flame connection, which is that you feel as though you know people in their life as you see them through social media or as you hear this person, your twin flame in question, we'll say, because you're trying to determine whether or not they are, you feel as though you know the people that this person is connected with. This may be their parents, their family members, their close friends, their coworkers. Let's say you are connecting with your twin flame via Facebook. When your twin flame makes a post about their mother, let's say for Happy Mother's Day, and they're talking about their mom and you see a picture of her, you may feel this deep, very familiar connection to her, and it will catch you completely off guard. You will feel this kind of warmth and familiarity for their family members and even their friends or acquaintances, as if you personally know them. And this is one of those signs that really will make you just feel as though, am I going crazy? Because you know that you may barely know this person in literal physical terms at this point. And you've never met these people in their life, so how could you feel as if you know them? But again, this goes back to the fact that you and your twin flame have been energetically exchanging, energetically merging on an unconscious level long before meeting, in fact, your entire life and all lifetimes before. So in fact, on a soul level, you do know these people in their life. In addition to this, twin flames are part of the same soul family. Yes, the connection between twin flames is very unique and much deeper than most of our soul family connections with those we call our soulmates. However, you are indirectly connected to your twin flame's soulmates. So your twin flame's soul family, whether it's close friends or literal family members or even coworkers that happen to be part of their soul family, are most likely also part of your soul family. You are secondarily soul connected to these soul connections of theirs. The next twin flame sign you can notice even in online situations and platforms. I like to call this auto-completing. You know how on your phone when you're texting, your phone will anticipate the word you're about to type. So you'll be texting and it'll fill in the blank, sometimes automatically, if you have this feature turned on, or it'll at least give you suggestions in the top bar on your phone. If you are texting your twin flame, whether it's over a social media app or just plain texting, you will find yourself mentally auto-completing, finishing their sentences or their stories or anticipating the text they're about to send you before they send it. The same thing can happen obviously over the phone when you're talking with your actual voice. You will be able to get these sudden flashes in your mind where you just feel as though you know what they're about to say before they say it. You anticipate it, and then they do say it. The thing about this sign is we're always so quick to write it off. We tell ourselves, oh, it's just my imagination or it's a coincidence. But remember, there are no coincidences in the universe. If you find yourself doing this with this person at a much greater degree and more frequently than you ever do with anyone else in your life, even your close friends and family members, this is a very clear sign that this person could be your twin flame. Another sign of a twin flame connection, this is specifically again when you're actually communicating with them through some online medium or platform. You will feel as though you understand what they are referring to with a kind of clarity and detail that you absolutely shouldn't be able to have or to understand. This goes back to what I said earlier with them telling a story or sharing a memory. You will feel as if, even if they leave out the details, your brain can fill in the gaps. It can read between the lines in every story, every remark, everything they share. Another physical sign, of course, is that just as in your twin flame's physical presence, even through these online platforms, you will feel physical sensations that happen in their energetic presence over an online medium. This could happen, of course, while you're texting or while you're on a phone call. You may feel strange heart sensations coming from the heart chakra center. You may feel as though your heart rate is speeding up, as though you are becoming dizzy or lightheaded. You may feel tingling sensations or a kind of pressing or pulling feeling, which are probably correlating to certain chakras. You may also even feel as though you are receiving phantom touches from your twin flame as you are texting or calling, meaning you may feel as though they are touching your arm, holding your hand. You may feel the warmth of their body beside you when they're not there. With a twin flame, because of the ways you are energetically connected, when you intensify or activate that connection to a greater degree by connecting in some way, even by simply looking at their social media profile, you are intensifying that energetic bond that is already very deep and powerful. So you will naturally feel an intensification of these physical signs and symptoms. Another sign, and this is specifically for those of you who may not have had much actual text or virtual communication with your twin flame, but you've simply seen their online presence or online profiles. When you look at a photograph, a post, a picture of your twin flame, even just on their public profile, you will begin to feel really emotional, and I mean deeply emotional. You may find yourself about to cry tears of joy or happiness or deep unconditional love. You may find yourself desperately wanting to reach out to them within that photograph, to just reach into the picture and wrap your arms around them. You may feel as though if in the picture they are feeling sad or upset or angry when the picture is taken, you may find yourself naturally wanting to comfort them, to reach out to them, to support them, and to be there for them, even if it doesn't make any logical sense to you whatsoever. Finally, what I want to say is that as you talk to your twin flame through any of these forms of online media, you will always have the feeling, either flickers of this feeling or very persistently, that when you are texting this person or even when you are looking at their profile, you are being swept up into this higher dimension, into this higher energetic realm, onto a planet in which only the two of you exist. This is you experiencing the 5D, the fifth dimension with your twin flame, even through these online mediums and platforms. And the thing is, we are actually always communicating with our twin in the 5D, in this higher realm. The reason we don't always experience this depth of communication, or the reason we aren't able to deepen this connection in the physical world, that it sometimes remains online or virtual or feels as though it isn't moving fast enough in the physical world, is because we are, and our twin flame is, blocking this connection in some way internally. And because our twin flame is our perfect mirror, if we feel as though we are disconnected physically when we are so connected energetically, this is because there is something in need of healing. Specifically, we store negative blockages within the 7 chakras. We could refer to these as energy blocks. They prevent energy, this twin flame energy, from freely flowing through our being and magnetizing us for an effortless physical reunion with our twin flame, a reunion that goes beyond looking at their profile or texting them here and there, but is very deep and meaningful and physical in nature, is fully fulfilling to us. Because although all of these signs are very valid, very powerful and profound, most likely, if you are someone stuck in this phase of pure online communication, I'm guessing that you feel this sense of a bit of emptiness, because your soul knows that there is an even deeper level within the physical world to which you can ascend, take this connection. I have created a 7-chakra twin flame clearing subliminal designed to dissolve these energy blocks wherever they may be stored within the 7 chakras. This is available in 4 different background meditation sounds and also comes in a 20-minute session as well as an 8-hour version. You can access this subliminal completely free for 7 days when you create a trial account on my website, Sound and Soulful. The link to this subliminal is in the pinned comment of this video, as well as the description box if you'd like to get some more information on this meditation track and how you can incorporate it to clear your energy field and deepen your connection at all levels, the 3D and the 5D, with your twin flame. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you are someone experiencing the majority of your twin flame 3D connection through the virtual world, through some online platform, know that you are not alone. There are so many beautiful souls, beautiful twin flame couples who destined in this modern age to meet and to experience their first connection points, first touch points through these virtual mediums. Don't doubt your connection simply because it is occurring through these online forms. Your connection is valid, and most of all, your intuition is valid. If I did resonate with you, please subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself so we can continue to energetically connect with one another within this soul tribe all day long. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.